Based on the level or depth to which one has identifications, of course, there's recurring patterns of thoughts and feelings that keep arising. And how beautiful to hear you recognize that as you come into presence and you actually connect with the cause of the peace for you, love. Of course, you realize that actually the sense of conflict about what is happening, the nature of life, it drops away into something which you really can't explain. You see, you can't explain to someone why this is happening. Ultimately, a person is going to come to their own realization. You can be present in conscious presence with loved ones in that vibrational state that is love, and be that freedom yourself despite what is happening in the world. And I think this is one of the great misnomers with the spiritual journey, is that there seems to be this idea that, well, if we all come into this peace and this awakening and realization and love, then that's it, no more pain, no more conflict in the world. And that's not the case. Existence continues as existence does. So the more deeply we rest into presence, and as you're conveying, Lydia, the concern, well, is it going to arise again? Will this, conflict surface again? It very well likely will. And what to do? Be aware. Come again with it into awareness. Come again with it into presence. And as you rest into presence with it, lean into it. Let yourself lean into that discomfort with awareness. And you'll see that again, it will nurture you into a presence of knowingness again. Knowing at the deepest level, as much as you can't explain it with your mind, that all is just so. This too is life. This too shall pass. This too shall arise again, and yet within this I remain. Consciousness remains. Essence remains. Presence remains. Existence is as existence is. So you see, because we haven't cultivated enough of our attention in being present, we've become so lost in the identification of the moment, and whether that moment is good or bad according to the split in our mind. We've become so lost in that we're profoundly attached to it. And this is why I said, actually, for us to embody and realize peace, we have to shift from trying to make peace in the circumstances to the realization of peace within us, the peace that is here. Because if you try and find peace by somehow, relieve a family member's suffering or change this circumstance or that situation, if you go about creating peace in this fashion, it's going to be, first of all, not real peace. It's going to be superficial, because the moment that changes, because everything in form changes, nothing stays the same, nothing is guaranteed. So the moment it changes, your peace is gone with it. Then what? Where is your peace? The capacity to live peace in each moment must be born of unconditional peace, the realization of that which is causeless. Peace is causeless. Love is causeless. Yes, out of that causeless essence that just is existence, you, consciousness, love, the realization of that. Out of that essence, yes, you can be loving in a moment, you can be presence and emanating, seeing, vibrating as love, or you can depart presence and be caught again in the mind, be caught again in the attachments of the conditions, and emanate fear. See through the eyes of fear, speak through the voice of fear, act through the voice of fear, etc. So this is why the contemplation, what is the cause of peace, is so powerful. If you really contemplate this deeply and sufficiently, it's really going to bring you back to this. It's going to bring you to something deeper, a different dimension. If it leads you to the same thoughts and the same ideas you've had before, it's not a true realization. It doesn't exist in the same dimension as the problems and the fears do. So, love. Thank you.